Hello everyone, welcome back to the Case of the Worst Day Ever. Last time actually went surprisingly well. It was not as, it was quite overwhelming, but like it all came together, and even though I wasn't confident in anything, everything was correct, so I guess that's fine. Let's do this one. Investigation number 8, the Office Inquisition. Okay, so something's happening at the office. This is the same day that the penknife thing, not penknife, the army knife thing happens. Apazoogle pick paint. Okay, maybe I'll look around first. Okay. Oh gosh, there's lots of offices. Where were we just then? That office, okay. There's another office here. No other places to go from here. That's the assistant manager and manager, I guess? That's half covered up. And then there's over here, and there's a bathroom. Oh dear. Interesting music. Although, the music on these videos is getting, it's like demonetizing my videos. So it's clearly just like royalty-free music that isn't actually safe for folks that like me to use on YouTube videos. I mean, it's safe, it's fine. It's not a huge problem. I don't care that much, but anyway, let's start where it started. Ambition, and there's a mountain, of course. Why would someone do this? Oh no, the phone. Well, it's not a phone, it's a recorder. Well, I can't actually play it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, here we go. Recording 1. Wait, I assume they're in date order. Are they all today? They're all today. Okay. They're all today, and they get later in the day, yes. You're sure there's no way to technologically speaking, tell who did this? Afraid not. They were smart enough not to save it. That would have shown exactly when it was edited. And do I know? And how do I know it wasn't you, Herb, Mr. Tech expert? Anyone with basic computer knowledge would know that. It literally could have been anyone in this office with 5 minutes to spare. Just tell me everything you saw during lunch today. I was trying to fix Chris's computer. It really... So wait, so I think Bold must be you then. Why would someone do this? Have you been hacked or something? Oh, your desktop background has been changed or something? Or they've just made this picture and left it on your screen. Okay. They were smart enough not to save it, right? Okay. 5 minutes to spare. Yeah, okay, so you're bothered about that. Let's try to fix Chris's computer. It really needs to be replaced, by the way. Anyway, I couldn't hear because somebody likes to have loud speakerphone meetings with the door open, so I called it quits after 15 minutes. Then I honestly didn't pay attention to who was in the break room or what they were doing. I ate my lunch and went back to work on Chris's computer like 30 minutes later. Okay. So this is their tech person. IT person. Alone? No, Chris actually was with me for a few minutes, but then the phone was driving me nuts. We really need an answering machine, by the way. So Chris had to go tell Claire it was ringing. Basically, right after she hung up, somebody decided to chat at the water cooler, so I couldn't concentrate. Who was chatting? Only the same people I've reported over and over. Why weren't you wearing your earplugs? I can't wear earplugs when I'm on a web call. Let's stay focused, alright? What else happened? Well, Chris came back around 2 PM and it sounded like the rest did too. We'll figure out the timings later, I think. What time is it now? It's like 2:05, okay? Any idea who might have done this? Maybe your nephew wants to play a little joke on you. Seems like something he would do. Nephew. I don't think I know who your nephew would be, but maybe you work with them. Okay, so yeah, so you're trying to basically do your own detective work about who's done this to your computer, right? This is going to be a lot. So 10 minutes later, it was suggested you might have done this as a joke. What? You know I would never do that. Well, I know you were upset when I fired somebody else. I mean, yeah, but that's just business. Trust me, I get it. And there are no hard feelings. Like, look, I didn't get back from that awful... Do we have 39 again? No, 37. Awful oil swap place until 1:30. Okay. So... You, Max Stoop, are your nephew. But you're her... Dad, why are you here? That seems like a distant family relation for this family. Your nephew, so you're brother or sisters. So your aunt. So it's your cousin. Okay, that's not that distant. Okay, so it's your cousin, I guess. Back to you. Nah, that's not too distant. That's fine. Suggested you might have done this as a joke. Blah blah blah. Awful oil swap place until 1:30 p.m. Look, I got oil on my jacket. Anyway, I remembered an email I forgot to send, so I got to work on that. I sent it right before that new guy came to his desk. We chatted for a bit and then went to the break room together. Do you see anyone else out there? No, not until Raymond and I went back to work like 10 minutes early. Robin was out there by himself, just saying. Just saying, Robin. Okay, so you're thinking Robin did this. So hold on, let me understand this again. So you got back from the swap place around 1:30. You sent an email. New guy came to the desk, chat for a bit, then you went to the break room. Do you see anyone else out there? No, not until Raymond and I went back to work like 10 minutes early. And I don't know how early that is right now, but I guess maybe 1:50 would be my guess. Robin was out there by himself, just saying. Out there, like out of the break room, like at the desk. So, okay, so you're thinking Robin did this? I mean, I don't know it for a fact, but yeah, probably. He left the break room with Chris like 5 minutes before we did. Don't get me wrong, Chris was back before I left. I really don't think Chris is involved at all. Thanks, send the next person in. Okay. Well, before you even left, I hopped on that call with Michael Smythe and went on, and it went on forever. Michael Smythe is the lawyer who also Smythe. I mean, let's double check that bit. That was you. Yeah. And where was Smythe again? I can't remember that at all. Was there a Smythe here? There was. There was not. Smythe. At here? Sure there was. Am I sure? Maybe not. Oh, there was a Smythe here. Ah, yes, there was. One of the kids was a Smythe. One of the K's. Kimmy Smythe. So your dad is possibly the lawyer for you? But it wasn't you speaking to them. Hold on. Before you even left, 2:25, I hopped on that call with Michael Smythe. It went on forever. You know how he likes to talk. It was 1:28 p.m. when the call ended. Trust me, I counted the minutes. Saw Claire at the water cooler, so we got to sit before heading to the break room. I think almost everyone was in there or showed up shortly after. Honestly, I didn't stay long. You know how awkward... I mean, so this is a case where somebody has reason to lie. So it might be a bit more case of the golden idol. Honestly, I didn't stay long. You know how awkward everyone gets when one of us is around? Chuckles. This will be the assistant manager. Anyway, I left with your nephew and we were shooting the breeze until it was time to get back to the old grind. This will be the nephew. And you were with Raymond. Yeah. Raymond's the other manager then. Okay. Pretty sure you know who was out there somewhere. I could hear him sighing dramatically. He chuckles. Sorry, I can't be of more help. So you laugh a lot. I guess it's emphasizing that you chuckle a lot. So next, have a loudspeaker phone meetings with the door open. I think you're probably referring to Raymond. Didn't see anything during the meeting. So someone said your door was open. Yep. Chuckles. Oh yeah, I saw him popping his little head over the cubicle every now and then and glaring at me. I can always feel his stare. He eventually stormed off towards my office. No, towards the break room, I think. Anyway, I saw people pass by my office before and after that, but I really wasn't paying close attention. Well, who do you think did it? I mean, where shall I start after those performance reviews? No, I'm kidding. You know, I don't think Chris has let that whole fridge incident go. Chris. So we haven't had Chris yet. But we have had multiple references to Chris. Chris's computer was something up with it. Okay, so that's this one. I think this is likely to be Chris. Maybe. Fridge instance. So there's some incident where Chris would want to get payback for something, potentially. Just tell me everything that happened at lunch, everything you noticed, down to the last detail. Okay. No need to be nervous if you have nothing to hide. I was 5 minutes late to lunch, but I wasn't alone. Okay, I'm not going to read it like that. It'll take forever. Mickey was late too, so we walked to the break room together. 2 others were already in there, and then okay, let me think about that again. Mickey was late too, so we walked to the break room together. Late, that'll be so. Mickey will be the. Wait, don't we know your name? What's your Mickey? Is your name Mickey? No, Max. Max Stoop. Unless you could buy a different name here for some reason. But no, you're Max. So who's Mickey? Mickey was late too, so we walked to the break room together. 2 others were already in there. I think this is Chris. So this is actually so Mickey's the tech guy. I think? No. Yeah, you didn't say you went. I mean, you might just be nervous anyway, rather than because you have something to hide. Was the program together, 2 others were already in there, and then Robin came in maybe 10 minutes later. Then a few minutes later, I had to go to the ladies' room, but then I had to go get something from my desk. Go on, I happened to check the time, it was 1:20 when I left, but I came back really quickly. I was only gone 2 minutes, I swear. I didn't notice anybody else out there, and I didn't hear anything except for Mr. Wellington talking in his office. But I was in a hurry. So I passed Claire on my way back to the break room, and when I got there and this Mickey was gone, then I went back to the Whispers ladies' room. I went back to the ladies' room, and a little while later, Claire came back with Mr. Wellington, and they had those little water cups. But then a little bit later, Mickey came out of the men's room. So I think he actually only left for the first time right after, and earlier he was just in the men's room for a really long time. Okay, I'm gonna have to reread this later. Don't need to know who went to the bathroom. I need to know who went to my office while I was gone. It wasn't me, I swear. So Chris might be like Christina, possibly. If this is Chris, it might not be Chris. Just wanted to say, I can't believe someone did this to you. I certainly would never do this. Okay, so it was you. Certainly hope not. Now tell me everything you remember about lunch. Okay, so I didn't leave my desk until I finished my current task. I just hate leaving work unfinished. The nice girl from accounting was it's definitely you. The nice girl from accounting was heading to the break room at the same time I was, so we walked in together. A few of the others were already there. Sorry, I don't know everyone's names yet. It's the new person. So at one point, the front desk lady left because she heard the phone. And what did we hear about the new person before? Before the new guy came to his desk. So you got back at 1:30, the new guy came to his desk. Then you went to the break room together. She heard the phone, must be a sixth sense, right? Hahaha. Hold on, but that doesn't match up with something else, does it? Fortunately, my burrito didn't really ruin me, so I eventually had to pop back to my desk for a little something to help me out. I think that was close to 1:35 p.m. The guy who works in, I think maybe he's related to you. I could hear him typing across from me. We walked back together a little bit before 1:40 p.m. I could hear him typing across from me. Right before that new guy came to his desk, just for a bit. Okay, let's sort that up still. I went back to work at 2 p.m. sharp with a few of the others. Wait. 1:35. The guy who works in, I think maybe he's related to you. I could hear him typing across from me. We walked back together a little before. Back where? The break room? I guess so. Yeah, I guess back to the break room, because you have to go back to your desk for a little something to help you out. That was close to 1:35. So you're saying you were in the break room, you ate something, you went back to your desk at 1:35, and then 5 minutes later you went back to the break room, and he was already typing opposite you. Does that match up? to send, so I got to work on that. I sent it right before that new guy came to his desk, 1:35. We chatted for a bit. He doesn't say he chatted, but it does sort of still add up. He didn't say they chatted, but whatever. Anything else stand out? Did you notice anyone leaving or anyone else around the cubicles? The tech support guy left close to the end of the lunch hour. Or was it earlier? Sorry, not sure. Oh, and the front desk lady left again after that because Chris came back. See, I do know some names. Oh yeah, Chris left at the same time as the tech guy. Oh, and this is... Oh, I'm going to have to make this add up later. Nephew, yeah, sorry, wasn't sure of the relation last. Yeah, because it's your nephew. I'm going to have to see if it all adds up later. Any guesses as to who would have done this? No, no, it's all. It's a great place to work and everyone's so nice. Glad to hear it. Send the next one. Well, it's definitely you. It's 100% you. The one pretending that they've got no reason to do it. I was reading for most of lunch, but here's what I recall. Chris and I were the first to go at 1 p.m. Zoe and that new kid followed, probably 5 minutes later. Let's see. Then I think Mr. No Noise Allowed sauntered in a bit later. That's the tech guy, I think. Then I had to get the phone. It was a customer who kept me talking for a while, but Zoe must have crept out before that because I passed her on my way to the phone. Didn't somebody say... What's the bit about, like, the phone ringing? So Chris had to go tell Claire it was ringing. Then the phone was driving me nuts. We really didn't answer machine, by the way. So Chris had to go tell Claire it was ringing. But then this guy said... At one point, the front desk lady left because she heard the phone. Must be her sixth sense, right? It's possible there's like 2 people involved here. Or everybody's involved. Anyway, back to this. This is something that doesn't end up there, and I'll come back to it later. Then I had to get the phone. It was a customer who kept me talking for a while, but Zoe must have crept out before that because I passed her on my way to the phone. Who knows what she was doing? Anyway, I saw Mr. Wellington come out of his office, so we went to the break room together a little before 1:30 p.m. Tried to get some reading in for a bit, but I had to answer the phone again. It was Doug Tonke about the new business card design. I had only 10 minutes of lunch left when I got back, so I just stuck my nose in my book and tuned everything else out. Did you see anything or anyone the second time you went to the phone? Yeah, Robin was huffing and puffing at Chris's desk. Any guesses on who did this? This is like something a kid would do, don't you think? Maybe Robin or the new one. Maybe, but also, I wouldn't trust Zoe as far as I could throw her. I doubt she's as innocent as she seems. Wait, so who's the new person? Is it 5? Yeah, because you're saying you don't know these names or whatever. I think so. Is that true? I think so. Yeah, you don't know anybody's name, so yeah, that'll be it. Let's go from accounting. Pretty much stayed in the break room all through lunch, minding my own business, so I really didn't see anything. You never left? Because I was told you did. I was literally 3 minutes. It was literally 3 minutes. I had to get some meds from my desk real fast, but Robin kept me talking for a little bit. We were together the whole time. So what else happened? Well, the phone was ringing off the hook. So wait, was this Robin? Seems like their lunch then is 1:30 to 2. They only got half an hour, maybe? You didn't really say what you were doing there. You were just reading, I guess. You're not Robin, okay. Robin kept me talking for a little bit. We were together the whole time. Robin could be a man's name or a woman's name. We were together the whole time, so what else happens? Well, the phone's ringing off the hook, and you know how Robin is, so I had to go tell Claire. You know how Robin is. Oh, is Robin the tech person? So I had to go tell Claire. And who's told Claire? It was here. So Chris had to go tell Claire it was ringing. So this is Chris. Okay. Okay, then I went to the bathroom, and you can leave out bathroom details. I was only going to say that when I came out, Claire was back, but Max and Mr. Wellington were gone. Nothing happened before that, before you went to your desk real fast? I mean, I think everyone went to their desk at some point, but I wasn't keeping a log. And who do you think did it? I mean, look, I don't want to start anything, but I did hear the new guy complaining about his starting pay the other day. Like, really complaining. Apparently someone told him they started at a higher rate years ago, even though they have similar experience. Now I think it's not you because of that. Okay, jeez, that was a lot to read. 20 minutes in. The PC background has been crudely defaced using a program called PicPaint, indeed. Worst boss of the year, Devil Bailey. We do have your name from the other thing. Oh, it's up here, Donald Bailey. Best boss of the year, Donald Bailey. Great plot for best boss of the year, presented to Donald Bailey. I mean, should we just put your name in? We've not even seen everybody else, apparently. Oh, I guess we have, but we haven't clicked on them. Donald Bailey. What the heck was that asking? I'm not going to look at it yet. Oh my gosh, there's so much to do. Okay, so we know whose desk... Oh, is it like who sits where? Yeah, it's who sits where. Well, I mean, I can do some of that right now, right? Donald Bailey, you're definitely there. Then this is... Wellington, Raymond Wellington, I think it was. The receptionist, and then there's people here. This will be Max Stoop. Okay. The phone's ringing. Oh yeah, look at the phone. It's flying off the thingy. Handset? Whatever. Apparently it's break time again. It is? What? Apparently it's break time again. As in because everybody's gone? Are you just annoyed? Yeah, I guess so. Are you saying you did it? I'm saying he had it coming. Disposable water cup. You probably didn't do it. You're saying he had it coming. You look like an assistant manager, maybe. Will it ever stop ringing? I mean, I would quite like it to stop ringing. That'd be nice. Maybe if you answer it, it'll stop. Oh gosh, it does it here as well. When the Crow Calls. A novel title, When the Crow Calls. So you're the reader. Probably, maybe, unless somebody else is reading as well. There are other books around. Matt cards. Yes, this is you dealing with the card order. Business cards. A custom business card ordering website. You'll design here. I've done this many times myself. Half empty water bottle. Okay. So you are... you. Pretty sure... new business card design, yeah. Whoever that is. Okay. And were you reading? Were you the reader? You were, weren't you? Yeah, in your book. Yeah, okay. That's you. That adds up. Alright. Empty cubicle. Oh gosh. Oh, this is the tech person with a W. Ache be gone. An open bottle of pain relievers. This is for all your aches. Headset. A novel titled A Tree Among Stumps. A Tree Among Stumps. Okay. So you're experiencing issues with an... oh no, okay. But help is just a web call away. So no, maybe... oh, this is... are we in Apazoogle now? Is this Apazoogle the business? Maybe not. Nah, it's just Apazoogle owns like everything. This is Apazoogle Tech Support Web Call. We're sorry you're experiencing issues with an Apazoogle product, but help is just a web call away. Start call. So you're making the calls. And you were in a call from 1 to 1:15 and 1:45 to 2:01. So you're not the support person. W. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out later. Apazoogle Sheets, Apazoogle Email, Apazoogle Browser, Apazoogle Calculator. And there's the calculator. Can I use it? Nope. Tummy Tonic. An opened package of Tummy Tonic. An open bottle of pain relievers. Okay, you've got the same one. Employee Handbook. This will probably be the new person. Maybe. Rule number 1, always be on time. You may be tardy once per month, but any more will be documented and penalized. Rule number 2, no employee relationships. Maintain a peaceful work environment for everyone. Boyfriend and girlfriend relationships are prohibited. Violators may be fired. Is that why that other person got fired? Rule number 3, clean up after yourself. Although you'd expect 2 people to get fired in that case. Clean up after yourself, keep your work area in the break room clean. Anything left in the fridge over the weekend will be trashed. Is this the fridge incident? Did they keep something in there and then the manager trashed it? Rule number 4, be a team player. Sometimes we all need a little help, and sometimes we all have to take one for the team. Expect to do tasks beyond your official job description from time to time. Rule number 5, document complaints. If you have a dispute with your coworker or boss, fill out an official complaint form as soon as possible. Rest assured that your complaints will not be ignored. They will be appropriately addressed by management. Okay. Schedule time off in advance. Requests made less than 1 week in advance, except emergencies will be denied. Okay. Need 1 week notice. Can't click on the apps right now. This is so much stuff. So this, we know this is Max. Email Dreyfus. Meeting on 5/5. Print 102 reports from, I can't click on these emails. From Bill Dreyfus. I was wondering if he'd spelt it wrong. Because normally it has a Y. I was beginning to think I wasn't going to hear back from you. Thanks for all the info, I'll be in touch. Oh, which way around is this? Okay. Dear Mr. Dreyfus, apologies for the day. I can assure you it will not happen again. Your business is very important to us. I'm sorry to send such a long email, but we're offering so many exciting things. Okay. From Apazoogle. Oh no, you just got an Apazoogle email address. I was beginning to think I wasn't going to hear back from you. Thanks for all the info. I'll be in touch. Are you a salesperson then, maybe? You try to sell something to Bill Dreyfus? I can't believe he's trying to tear us apart, but you and I both know this isn't the end. We're still together, whether we work together or not. Okay. Melanie got fired. On my mind, you'll always be. Please, oh please, don't forget me. Right, and you did say to Max. Oh. When I fired, yeah, okay. So that's who got fired. Melanie, okay. Only she got fired, and I guess your nephew stayed. Wow. Nice. A photo of a young girl. A spreadsheet. Oh, is that hair like that? No, because the lawyer doesn't work here, right? I don't think so. Pink things in the hair. It's not you, no. Different hair. No, it's just a different girl. Okay. I mean, the lawyer could work. They could have a legal team, so. But you have their card, so probably not. Okay. So you've got a daughter, probably. Spreadsheet and calculator are open, so this is finance. Okay. Totally tampons, bee balm, ache be gone, the solution for all your aches. Same girl, different colour, things in the hair. Dad. He cut me off and just kind of barked at me. I don't know. It hurt my feelings. We've all had bosses like that. It's just part of it. What if it's personal though? I hope I don't get fired. Don't be silly. Okay, so you've had a falling out with your boss. Mum. I only got 5%. I have to work on communication. Oh, okay, this is your performance review. Don't we all, lol? 5% is good though. I should get so nervous when I have to talk to him. I don't know how to get over it. Don't beat yourself up about it, hon. Okay, so this is the one that was nervous, probably. Jessica, she's a joy. Such a load off my mind, knowing you're watching her. Couldn't ask for a better friend. Oh, you know I'm always here for you whenever you need me, girlfriend. Okay, so you're looking after... Oh, your daughter, maybe. Maybe. You're babysitting. Possibly. Are you somebody from that other thing? The bee bomb? Possibly? I'd have to double check. I mean... Let's have a look. One of you did have bee balm. You were given bee balm? No, you had it. On you somehow. Or in your bag. In your bag. Bee balm. 2 keys though. So I think it's a different person. Yeah, I think it's a different person. They just have the same products. Okay. Over here, we've clicked on these. So it's a set. It's this one again. Pharmaceutical support ticketer. Okay, so this will be the tech person. When rats attack by H.V. Harkey. Sounds like some kind of sci-fi thing, maybe. Which a tech person would obviously read. Which I always hate that assumption because I'm not a huge fan of sci-fi, but I'm definitely a tech person. Sweet dreams. Up to 30 decibels quieter. Okay, earplugs. Yeah, that all makes sense. Tummy tonic, empty box. Okay, so you've definitely been using that at some point. My computer won't connect to the internet with the latest update, but it won't download it. Help. Classic. Need to download an update, but you don't have the internet, but you can't get the internet without having the update. Problem, I accidentally left my laptop on the roof of my car when I drove off yesterday. Is it fixable? Oh, jeez. Oh, that's this laptop. Is that Chris's computer? Maybe. Is that what was wrong with it? Okay, that's everything there. The phone is a little bit annoying. That's the break room. Let's go to the assistant manager's office. I think it's, oh, we've got a drawer as well. Okay. Success. Oh, and this up here. Whoa. BYOB seminar. Michael Smythe, Claire Pugh, Donald Bailey. Be your own boss. It's been months since your last Be Your Own Boss seminar. Aren't you sick of taking orders? Aren't you tired of not being in charge? Don't you want to be the boss? Join us for our upcoming virtual seminar June 6th and supercharge your path to the top. Spots are limited, so book now for your discounted price of $5,000. Yes, that's right, only $5,000 to learn how to be your own boss. Book now at byob.biz seminar 2024. Oh. Oh. Wait. This says, don't let your ambitions be lowered. It's time to be the boss. This says different things. Ah. Is that a mistake? The rest of it, I think, is the same. But that's different. Weird. But I can click on different emails here. Okay. Michael Smythe. I know we just hung up, but I actually just remembered a few more questions. These today. They are today. Yes. So let's set up another call tomorrow, same time. Raymond Wellington. I did put that in already, right? Well, I think it's you. But I'm not going to put it just yet. Yes, tomorrow works for me. Oh, sorry. Tomorrow at 12:30 work for you. I need to go specifically for you. Yes, tomorrow works for me. Then we're just talking about, actually just remember a few more questions. So let's set up another call. Okay. So this is saying they had the call, they finished the call just before 1:28. Okay. Claire Pugh. Oh, whoops, I forgot about... Oh, sorry, other way around. Hi, Raymond. I was wondering if you could check with Donald about the raise request I put in earlier this month. I'm finally house shopping and I really need that extra 7%. You might be waiting until reviews in a second, but I'll put in a word. You deserve it. Oh, whoops, I forgot about those. Thanks. Okay. Okay. I'm going to need you to work overtime again this weekend. All this legal stuff with Michael Smythe is dragging on and on. I probably won't make it until midday on Saturday, but I need you to be here at 8 a.m. sharp. Same time for Sunday as well. Okay, you're working at the weekends. By the way, the latest batch of complaints are on my desk, ready to be filed. I've put my recommendations on them. This batch of complaints are on my desk, ready to be filed. Okay. So there's batches of complaints. You're the boss. You are indeed the boss. Are they in here? I still spoke and thought of you. I know work hasn't been easy lately, but don't let him get you down. Just remember it's all to support your loving family, your proud wife. You are strong, you are great, you are successful, you are a winner. How to deal with a demanding boss. 27 ways to cope without losing your pride. By Sandra Sass. Here they are. Oh, you can read them all. Oh dear. Okay. Wait, how many are there? 5, I guess. Official employee complaints. More earplugs. Name Robin Walker. Wow, it's not anonymous. I've asked more than 10 separate times now for Raymond to shut his door when he's on speaker. Okay, so we know. I'm not sure I know who you are, like face-wise, but I do know that you are here. And your name was Robin Walker. So Robin is tech person. I guess I don't know it's tech guy yet, do I? I did mention that Robin could be male or female. Do I stoop yet? We're still missing 5 words. They're probably in here. Probably just these names. Asked more than 10 several times now for Raymond to shut his door when he's on speakerphone. I can still hear it at my desk and he refuses to stop, and I think he's doing it on purpose to bother me. This is harassment. I've complained about this over and over, and I don't want more earplugs. More earplugs. Oh dear. Official employee complaint. Robin Walker again. Okay. Date earlier, 27th of April. Max and Melanie will not stop chatting across the cubicles. I cannot get any work done because of this. Please tell them to stop. This is a completely untenable work environment. Oh my gosh. So that's how Melanie got fired. Okay. Move Robin to back office. It's Robin again. I think the water cooler needs to be moved into the... Wait, what was this? Relationship? I think the water cooler needs to be moved into the break room. People congregate around it and talk a lot. It's right next to my desk. Raymond is the worst and loudest offender. Please move the water cooler ASAP. And it all goes to Raymond to handle. Of course it does. The water cooler is still here. Okay, and they're next to the water cooler. Alright. Okay. Chris Wooler. Put sign on fridge. I left my limited edition Hanley lunchbox in the break room of the weekend. It's missing. I think someone stole it. I asked around, but no one owned up to it. Please find out who did this. Okay, it's thrown away, wasn't it? Yep. Put sign on fridge. Robin Walker again. Need earplugs. I asked Raymond very nicely to shut his door if he's going to take on speakerphone, and he told me he can do what he wants. Not only can I not concentrate due to his behavior, he's creating a hostile work environment. Okay. These in reverse order. Oh God, it's hard to actually get back to them because they cover each other up. It's a bit awkward. 421, 424, 424 again, 427, 430. Okay, so it's reverse order. Okay, well, 34 out of 37. Now we head over here. Because Max, I think he should have offered to replace it at least. Replace what? I mean, who does that? The lunchbox? Could you be Chris? Are you Christine? Christina? Who does that? I think he should have offered to replace it at least. Stuff in the bin. It's 10 past 3 currently. Maybe that's fine. Attention, do not leave items in the fridge over the weekend. Fridge is cleaned out weekly. Management. Okay. You in here crying. He's gonna find me, I just know it. Okay, I think I know who you are. I think you're from here. Because there was the... You were worried about being fired. I think you might be the one that got 5% and etc, etc. Who that was in the email, wasn't it? Claire Pugh. I think you're probably Claire Pugh. Maybe? It's hard to say for sure, not necessarily, yeah. How am I missing words still? Don't see anything to click on here. Don't see anything to click on here. Don't think. Nothing else to click on here. Back in your office? Oh, your drawer. Oh dear. Oh dear. Rise in time every day. Okay. Raise 5%. Says Raymond. Okay. We'll cross-reference this. Oh, I see. That's your raise. Oh, wait. Hold on. So when you said you got 5%, that was your 5% raise. I see. I thought you got 5% score. When you got 5%, I have to work on communication. Okay. Did Claire get 5%? That'd be nice if that, because that would add up. So we got 5%. Claire got 5%. Okay. Okay. Oh dear, this is gonna be a lot. Rise in time every day. Communicates well with others. It's dependable. Works well with others. Workers of high quality, that's the things. Okay. Got employee IDs as well. And there were employee IDs on the other thing. Is that going to mean something? Has like a name been changed somewhere? Max Stoop. Where are you? Here you are. There we go. Max Stoop. There should just be a button that does that. What else we got going on? You're definitely the manager, aren't you? You look like it. You're wearing a tie. I mean, you obviously are. Okay, Raymond. Wellington. You look like a Raymond as well. Oh, I already put that there as well. Okay. Mickey James, Claire Pugh, Chris Waller, Robin Walker. They get fired. Why does somebody think they're going to get fired? Was it because they did the thing? Did you do the... He's going to fire me, I just know it. Possibly. You are the book reader. Do I know anything about your name? It was here. No, it wasn't here. It was here. So you're not Zoe. Not Zoe. Not Robin, not Chris. Well, we know who Robin is already, right? I think. No. We know where they sit. Not Robin, not Chris. Where was that here? With Robin the new one, but also interest Zoe. As far as I could throw her. Okay. That she's innocent, she seems. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to make these. What do you call it? What do you call it when somebody describes a sequence of events? Whatever the word is. I'm gonna have to do that at some point. Okay, so you're the tech person. How do I figure out who you are? Is there somebody with... apparently it's break time again. Is there somebody complaining? Well, you complain about people being next to the water cooler. You're next to the water cooler. It's not you. Could be you. Could be you. Could be you. Could be you. It's basically everyone. It's not you. You're the receptionist. How do I work this out? Okay, what can I figure out? Sorry, I'm just saying the same things over and over again. Empty cubicle. Ah, because that's the person that was fired. Ah, that tells me something. Relationship. So we'll not stop chatting across the cubicles. I cannot get any work done because of it. Please tell them to stop. Well, no, they don't necessarily have to be next to each other, I guess. They could be talking like right over. But it was Max, and Max is here. So yeah, they've been talking from there. That would have been Melanie's. Okay. Wait, can I put that in? No. Okay, it's not one of the things to do. How do I figure out who you are? There were 2 people who went back for meds, and there's 3 people who have meds. Oh dear, this is awful. Well, you're the accountant person, and that was. I have to match these things up. Okay. But somebody's lying is the problem. Okay, let's write down everything that happened. So you're saying only need 5 minutes to it. I tried to alt tab. Good job. During lunch, I was trying to fix Chris' computer. It really needs to be replaced, by the way. Anyway, I couldn't hear because somebody likes to have loud. So hold on, do we have a name next to? Oh, their employee IDs on the thing. No. This is Chris. Okay. I'm at lunch. I'm back to work on Chris's computer like 30 minutes later. So hold on. Here we go. Couldn't hear because somebody likes to have a loudspeaker phone meetings with the door open. So I called it Chris after 15 minutes. And I honestly didn't pay attention to who was in the break room or what they were doing. Ate my lunch and then back to work on Chris's computer like 30 minutes later. Do we know when that was? Well, it was when the other guy was on the loudspeaker phone call, which we can figure out when that was, but there's no. It's getting specific times out of that. It's going to be tricky. No, Chris actually was with me for a few minutes, but then the phone was driving me nuts. We really need an answering machine, by the way, so Chris had to go tell Claire it was ringing. Is Claire's the receptionist though? Because Claire would answer the phone. So Claire was somebody else, somewhere else, I guess. Where were you, Claire? So you must be Claire. Claire Pugh. Can I look at your reports? Oh, no, I can. Always arrives on time every day, communicates well. Those still only got 5%, not 7%. Wow. They got everything perfect, but... these employee IDs must show up somewhere else. Your login? No. Half-empty water bottle. You've been drinking water. Is that important? It must be somehow. Where else does Claire show up on here? Finally house shopping, really that extra 7%. He didn't get it. Interesting. I think that's you. So then we've got... How many, like, fairly clearly gendered names do we have? We think Melanie's gone. Claire? So Chris is more ambiguous than just Zoe, I think, for a woman's name. Robin, we already know. Wait, we don't know who it was. No, yeah, okay, so I know where they were sitting. So no, so Robin and Chris could go either way. We have James, but I think that's a surname. I'm still missing a word from. Was it from these still? Yes. Some of these names somewhere. Wiles. Zoe Wiles. Okay, so who's like terrible? Works well or is never? Robin Walker. I don't know who that is. 3%. Works well with others. Oh, this is the tech person. We think we already knew that. Somebody said like Robin. You know how Robin is? Yes, Robin's the tech person. So this, which we already got here. Robin's the tech person. Okay. And Robin doesn't get on well with others. That's fine. 3%. Tech person Robin. Chris Wooler. Are there any like other notable things? Well, it's notable that you got perfect but only got 5% raise. But you're possibly just being sexist. Mickey James. Well, the rest isn't that notable. Do these show up anywhere else, like by themselves? Like that feels like it surely should be a thing. Otherwise, why are they there? You were on a call. Oh, okay, I need to do this, don't I? Okay. So, who is this? This is Robin. Robin says, couldn't hear. Why did you have to hear? I don't know. So I call it quits for 15 minutes, and or maybe because you were talking over the thing, but aren't you in the same office together? But I honestly didn't pay attention. I was in the break room, what they were doing. I ate my lunch and went back to work. It could be like 30 minutes later. So, worked on Chris's computer for 15 minutes. Couldn't hear because of loud. Because Raymond being loud. Went to lunch for 30 minutes. Didn't notice who was there. Went to lunch. 30 minutes later, returned to desk. Chris was actually with me for a few minutes, but then the phone was driving me nuts. We really didn't answer. Chris was, that's the Chris was with you. Wait, where? Alone? Back to work, and Chris was like 30 minutes later. Alone? No, Chris was actually with me for a few minutes. So then Chris came with you. Chris had to go tell Claire it was ringing. So Chris was with you at your desk. With Chris. A few minutes later, phone rang. Chris went to tell Claire it was ringing. Okay. After she hung up, somebody decided to chat at the water cooler. Only the same people have reported over and over. Are they like always the ones that chat at the water cooler? When her phone call ended, people started to chat at water cooler. I'll check who they were in a moment. What's happened? Well, Chris came back around 2 p.m. The timing feels a bit... You're away for 30 minutes? But maybe that makes sense. Chris and the rest came back at 2 p.m. And does it seem correct that you would have been in... I mean, I can't see if you were in a support call. This is different. This is you. Is it Chris? Do we know if it's Chris W? From this we might know. Chris Wooler. So did you actually call? Is it an Apazoogle product? Did you actually call from one desk to the other? But it also could be Robin Walker, but then we're sorry you're experiencing issues. No, this is the wrong way round. Yeah. This might be Chris. Trimming stumps. And does this add up? Chris came back, no. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, or who that is, or whatever. I'd never do that. So Max says, I don't know why I'm doing it like that. Arrived back from oil thing swap at 1:30. Yeah. New guy chatted, sent email, chatted with new guy, went to break room together for a bit, went to break room together. To see anyone else out there? They're not until out where? Out in where the cubicles are? They're not until Raymond and I went back to work like 10 minutes early. Robin was out there by himself, just saying. Robin being the tech person. I mean, it could still add up. By himself, though. It could still add up. I guess. I think it could still add up. Didn't see anyone around cubicles. Went back to work 10 minutes early. Saw Robin by himself. Okay, so Robin's he. Okay, so most likely one of you two. Now, how do I determine? Well, you don't like people speaking next to this. Oh yes, I was going to check that. Raymond's one of them, but you haven't said who the other one is. You're always complaining about Raymond. So I think it would be unlikely you wouldn't be that person next to there. So I think this is... And you're complaining. You're always complaining. So you are Robin Walker. The trouble in this game is I'm going to put this in and then later on I'm going to doubt it. I think that makes you then Chris Wooler? Oh, not necessarily. Because Chris is one of the names that we're not sure who it might be for. Zoe. Melanie shouldn't be here because they're fired. Who is that other two names? Or three names? But no, James has a surname. Mickey? Was that a first name? Max? Mickey is a first name. Mickey, Zoe, Chris. Mickey, Zoe, Chris. Of these three people. So Chris is likely Christina or something like that. Mickey, Zoe, Chris. Because Mickey's most likely here. Mickey, what's his surname again? James. Mickey James. Zoe and Chris. Okay. Zoe and Chris. Now how do I determine you two? Well, here... I can't find you anymore. Chris Wooler. 3%, even though you did really well. Do you always like give like terrible raises to the women? Zoe. I think you do. Like you're doing really well, but you didn't get the 7%, and then you're also doing really well, and you didn't even get 5%. Whereas, well, yeah, this is a lot worse, but you also got 3%. Did your nephew get like the best? Of course, despite not being perfect. Okay, it's totally fair. So Mickey James is the new one, new person, I think. What clues do we have for you? You're in the bathroom. You'll find me, I just know it. Are you the one that gets nervous? I mean, who does that? I think you should have offered to replace it at least. Are you talking about that? Who was that? Was that Chris? That's not where I want to be. Here. Chris. I think that might be you then. I mean, you could be talking about it happening to somebody else. But you also said it could be Chris because Chris came back around to me. It sounded like, not that. Sorry, here. Where was it? Maybe it wasn't you. I don't think Chris has let the whole fridge incident go. I think you're Chris. You're Chris Wooler. Chris Wooler. No, I don't feel confident enough about that. I want another clue. Oh my god, all these recordings to go through. Oh, we said you were Claire. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, where did we get to? When did you leave? 10 minutes early. Oh, it's already here. I mean, I don't know it for a fact, so you're thinking Robin did that, but yeah, probably. He left the break room with Chris like 5 minutes before we did. Saw Robin and Chris leave 5 minutes before. Oh, well, saw Chris leave 5 minutes later. So that would be 1:45 p.m. Was there in the employee handbook, was there a thing about what time they could have lunch? But I think it's 2 p.m. they have to be back. So Robin and Chris leave 1:45 p.m. I'll just put that at the beginning, it'll be easier to see. And then 1:50 p.m. And that makes sense because Chris was there for. Oh, I've got it there. Chris and the rest came back at 2 p.m. Well, return to desk with Chris. 1:45 p.m. according to Max. A few minutes later, the phone rang. Chris went to tell Claire it was ringing. When the phone call ended, people started to chat the water cooler. Chris and the rest came back at 2 p.m. Yeah, okay, so it makes sense that you wouldn't see Chris. You only see Robin. Okay. Well, before you even left, I hopped on that call with Michael Smythe. It went on forever. You know how he likes to talk. It was 1:28 p.m. when the call ended. Trust me, I counted the minutes to chuckle. So this is... Is this... Who's this? Who is this? Oh, the other manager, Raymond. Okay, Raymond says, before you even left, when did you leave? When did you leave? Don't know. Well, I mean, I guess I can figure that out. No, but you didn't say. Well, I know just. Well, 12:30. Okay, 12:30. It was about an hour long. Okay. Okay. 12:30 p.m. phone call with whatever your name is. Michael Smythe. I'll say Smythe. Just before Donald left. Okay, back over here. No, he likes to talk. It was 1:28 when the call ended. Trust me, I counted the minutes. Yep, that seems to be accurate. He seemed to email immediately, but 1:28 p.m. Call ended. Confirmed by email. I mean, he did follow up very quickly, but it's possible. So clear out the water cooler. So we got a sip before heading to the break room. So Claire at water cooler. Water cooler. And she had a water bottle, so she probably filled a water bottle. I think almost everyone was there. I think almost everyone was there. Had a sip before heading to break room. Almost everyone was there. Why have I put that outside? Well, I guess, yeah, it's the emphasis. Or showed up shortly after. Okay, I should put the whole thing. Was there or shortly after? Honestly, I didn't stay long. You know how awkward everyone gets when one of us is around. Anyway, I left with your nephew. Is that true? What did the nephew say? Max. I think you said who you left with. I bet it's the. I'm now betting it's the guy we're looking at, the manager, the assistant manager. Oh, Raymond and I. Okay, no, you did say that. It's Raymond. But hold on. You say. Is this a nervous laugh? Maybe. Left with your nephew, but the nephew says left at 1:50. So you must have been there a while. Left with nephew. With Max. Adds up, but... Well, I'll write that bit in. Didn't stay long. $50 p.m. would be quite a while after getting there, unless they were at water cooler for a long time. Okay. Pretty sure you know who was out there somewhere. I could hear him sighing dramatically. Okay. Pretty sure. What's your name? Your name is Robin. Robin was at cubicles. Sighing. So someone said your door was open. Oh yeah, I saw him popping his little head up over his cubicle every now and then, glaring at me. I can always feel his stare. He eventually stormed off towards my office. No, towards the break room. While you're in the office, that makes sense, I think. Yeah. So presumably, this is at 1:15. I couldn't hear from Raymond being loud, and you were in the call at that point, yeah, so that adds up as well. Okay. I really wasn't paying close attention. I mean, where should I start after those performance reviews? No, I'm kidding, you know, I don't think Chris has let that whole fridge incident go. I think it is you, isn't it? Okay. 4. Tell me everything that happened at lunch, everything you noticed, down to the last detail. Don't need to be nervous if you have nothing to hide. So this is whoever feels guilty. Not guilty, but like nervous. It's you, isn't it? I have to work on. I only got 5%. I have to work on communication. I just get so nervous when I have to talk to him. I don't know how to get over it. 5% communication. Get nervous. 5% communication. 5%. So it's between Chris and Zoe, right? Chris and Zoe. Ah, okay, that does tell us who's who. Wait, Chris. Oh, I've lost them. It's so hard to find them. Chris got 3%. Where's Zoe again? There, 5%. So Zoe got 5. Yeah, okay. That adds up. Need to work on communication. Yep. Okay. So Chris, Muller, Zoe, Wiles. Yay! Great. Oh, I can do some of this right now. Robin Walker. Max Stoop. Raymond Wellington. Then it's the nervous one, which is Zoe. Okay, so Zoe. Five minutes later lunch. Oh, okay, let me just double check. Does it say in here when lunch starts? I don't think so. Is lunch only from 1:30 or is it from 1? Or do you get to choose? I was 5 minutes late to lunch. This is Zoe. 5 minutes late to lunch. Mickey was there. Who's Mickey again? You. Okay. Oh, Mickey was late. Late to together. It's kind of odd to say that. It's like literally just the next room. 2 others were already in there. 2 others in there. Two others we in there? No. I mean, there are toilets in there, so it's fine. 2 others were in there already. Then Robin came in 10 minutes later. Okay, that adds up. Okay, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Yep, okay, perfect. So that would be 1:05 p.m. 5 minutes late. 2 others were in there. Robin came in. That adds up. A few minutes later, I had to go to the ladies' room, but then I had to go get something from my desk. Okay, a few minutes later, ladies' room, then desk. A few minutes later, ladies' room, then desk. I happened to check the time. It was 1:20 when I left, but I came back really quickly. I was only gone 2 minutes. Okay, I swear. Okay. So that'll be then 1:18. Oh, sorry. It's completely the wrong thing because it doesn't go back to the bottom. 1:20 p.m. back to break room. I didn't notice anybody else out there. Nobody else out there. It's break room. I didn't hear anything except Mr. Wellington talking, and yeah, he was still in there. Heard Raymond talking on the phone. That makes sense. It makes sense that not Chris, Robin wasn't there. Okay. So in a hurry, so I passed Claire on my way back to the break room. When I got there, this Mickey was gone. Mickey was gone. So Mickey wasn't there very long. Then I went back to the ladies' room, and a little while later, Claire came back with Mr. Wellington. Mickey was gone, went to ladies' room. Okay, there's something as tampons. Okay, that's why you're being vague about it. Okay. Okay. Well, Mickey came out of the... Oh, wait, which case? Hold on. Oh, but we do know which desk you are. Yeah, you're that one. We already knew that. Zoe Wiles. Oh, and the new guy is Mickey James, so you're there. Oh, I can put a lot of this in, can't I? You are the person at the desk, Claire. So that makes this Chris. That makes sense, because Robin's got the broken computer there, so this is Chris. Hey, cool. Cool. So he says, very short bit of text for this one. I guess because there's not much space. I don't think we're done with you, are we? Yep. Makes sense. A little while later, Claire came back with Mr. Wellington. There's some little water cups. Okay. Claire and Raymond, which does add up with you. So Claire water cooler has sip. Okay. Claire and, okay, but she wasn't using a bottle. Interesting. Claire and Raymond came to break room. We're drinking water. Does it add up time-wise? Probably. Yeah. You haven't said exactly how long you were in there for, but whatever. A little bit later, Mickey came out of the men's room, so I think he actually only left for the first time right after. And earlier he was just in the men's room for a really long time. Okay. Then saw Mickey leave men's room. Assumes was only in there the whole time. Maybe, or maybe not. Don't need to know who went to the bathroom. I need to know who went to my office while I was gone. It wasn't me, I swear. I breaks down subbing. Free to go. Okay. Next person. So who have we got left to describe? Robin? Oh, I mean, it's on here, I guess. Chris. Claire. And Mickey. Chris, Claire, and Mickey. Okay, certainly hope not. Now tell me everything you remember about lunch. Didn't leave my desk until I finished my current task. I just hate leaving work unfinished. Nice girl from accounting. So you're the new person. This is Mickey. Mickey says. This approach of like leaving the notes until later is much better. So it's Mickey here, Mickey James. One of these is not going to add up, presumably. So I need to keep that in mind. It doesn't always add up. It shouldn't always add up. Okay, so I didn't leave my desk until I finished my current task. I just hate leaving work unfinished. Nice girl from accounting was heading to the break room at the same time I was, so we walked in together. Let's go from accounting. Was heading to the break room at the same time I was, so we walked in together. Okay. From accounting, that will be Zoe. And did you say you walked with the new person, Mickey? I think you did. Yep. Okay. Finished work, went to break room with Zoe. Heads up. Okay, a few of the others were already there. Sorry, I don't know everybody's names yet. But you could describe them. A few others were already there. Or maybe it does all add up and I just need to notice like who would have had the 5 minutes to do it, I guess. Well, somebody's going to say that they didn't go to your office, but that might be the only thing that doesn't add up. At one point, the front lady desk, Claire, left because she heard the phone. Must be a sixth sense, right? So this is weird, because somebody said... Okay. At some point, Claire left to answer phone. Sixth sense. But... Chris... But wasn't it Chris that told her? That's what Robin said. What did Chris say? I haven't spoken to Chris yet. Okay. Oh, maybe the idea is that she did just, like, go. And Chris actually went somewhere else. Possibly. Unfortunately, my burrito didn't really agree with me, so I eventually had to pop back to my desk for a little something to help me out. This is you, right? Yeah. Yeah, you've got stuff. Tummy tonic. Yeah. Sorry, back to here. Close to 1:35 p.m. 1:35 p.m. Went back to desk for stomach pills or whatever. The guy works in, I think he's related to you. I can hear him typing across from me. We walked back together a little before 1:40 p.m. Okay, so yes, yeah, that adds up as well. Could hear Max. Went back, well, typing. 1:40 p.m. Could, well, sorry. 1:40 p.m. Went back to break room with Max, I think. Then 2 p.m. left break room. Okay. I wanted to check though. Emails you were typing at 1:34 p.m. That pretty much adds up. This is the email you forgot to send. Yeah, you were getting impatient as well. Okay. Where am I going? Over. No, no, here. Walked back together a little bit before 1:40. I mean, roughly makes sense. I think the other guy said you chatted for a bit, but you don't say that, but that's fine, probably. We're back to work at 2 p.m. Tech support guy left close to the end of lunch hour, or was it early? Sorry, not sure. Tech, so Robin. Well, 1:45. Close to, well, close to 2 p.m. or perhaps earlier, Chris left. No, not Chris. Not Mickey. Robin. At the same time, Chris... Oh, and the front desk lady left again after that because Chris came back. See, I do know some names. Oh yeah, Chris left at the same time as the tech guy. Oh, this is... Oh, Chris came back. Is he describing the same situation again? Left again. Actually, yeah, so... At some point before 1:35, he went to answer the phone. But that was later, one something. Let's tell Claire it was ringing. So this is Chris showing up. So Chris, Robin and Chris left. That adds up. At some point, Chris came back. And Claire left. You just don't say the whole thing. And on the system manager left a bit early with your... Yes, this is right. Raymond left. Raymond and... What's his face? Max left a bit early. I think that's correct. Raymond and Max left a bit early. Yep. 150. Okay. Next one. Readings. This is Claire. Chris and I were the first to go at 1 p.m. Went to break room with Chris. 1 p.m. Does that match what others said? I don't think anybody else said anything much. I think they just said like everybody else was already there or whatever. And it makes sense. It makes sense that you would have been early. I went to break room with Chris. Zoe and that new kid followed. Zoe and Mickey were next. That makes sense here. It was about 5 past, wasn't it? Went to break room with Zoe. Yeah. Yep, I'll put that in. Cool. I'm thinking it's Claire currently. Then Robin came in. Then Robin. Zoe and Mickey. A few others were already there. It was actually 2 seemingly. Then Robin, what? Then Robin. Oh, arrives. Which was when? Yeah, that was like 1:15. Yeah, that makes sense. Did Robin say they went with somebody? Don't think so. Yeah. Yep. Had to get the phone. It was a customer who kept me talking for a while, but Zoe must have crept out before that. Then I had to get the phone. Yep. It was a customer who kept me talking for a while, but Zoe must have crept out before that because I passed her on my way to the phone. Zoe... Well... So the phone rang before 1:35 and you were out doing this. Yeah, getting the tampons. So, went to answer phone, saw Zoe, who was getting tampons. This is what she was doing. Anyway, I saw Mr. Wenzel come out of his office, so we went to the break room together a little before 1:30. I tried to get some reading in for a bit. Sorry, let me write this down. So you're saying Raymond and you worked together. So Claret water cooler. Okay, yeah, this is adding up. After phone call, met Raymond and walked to break room together. So that would have been, if it all adds up, around 1:30-ish. Okay. Well, that's what he said. Yep. Tried to get some reading in for a bit, but I had to answer the phone again. It was Doug Tonky. Yep. Only had 10 minutes of lunch left when I got back. Okay. Phone rang again. This will be when Chris told her about it. Got back to break room at 1:50 p.m. Do you see anything or anyone the second time you went to the phone? Robin was huffing and puffing at Chris's desk. Robin was huffing and puffing at Chris's desk. Why were you at Chris's desk, Robin? People is Raymond and Claire. Second time you went to the phone, Robin was huffing and puffing at Chris's desk. Why are you at Chris's desk? This is Chris. Oh, there's something else going on with Robin. We look at Robin again, it's the first one. So it likes to have loud speaker, phone meetings with the door open. So Chris actually was with me for a few minutes, but then the phone was driving me nuts. We really need an answering machine, by the way. Right, sure. Somebody decided to chat at the water cooler, so I couldn't concentrate. Yep, Raymond. And the same people. It's interesting, like, building up this kind of video in my mind of all the events happening in sequence. And the same people I've reported over and over. So I can't wear earplugs when I'm on a web call. But why are you even in a web call? Were you at her desk? Is that why there's web calls on here? Huh. 1:45 to 2:01. Chris didn't come back out until 2. Suspicious. Why did Robin make a call from... Hold on, let me look at things again. Well, not immediately, 1:45. Or is this not Chris's thing? Hold on. I accidentally left my laptop on the roof of my car when I drove up. Well, it's a laptop. You're talking about things like a computer. I mean, laptops are a kind of computer, but maybe you specifically mean this needed fixing? Right, so you were here. That's a different issue, I think. You were at that computer trying to fix it. And you were doing the web call for her. Chris came back around 2 minutes, sound like the rest of 2. I think that's all it is. Where was the... There was like another reference to the... It might be in recording 7 because that's Chris. Okay. So that's something a kid would do, don't you think? Maybe Robin or the new one. But also, I wouldn't trust Zoe as far as I could throw her. I doubt she's as innocent as she seems. I mean, I can't take any of that as truth. I pretty much stayed in the break room all through lunch, minding my own business, so I really didn't see anything. You never left because I was told you did. Okay. Stayed in the break room all through lunch. Literally 3 minutes. I had to get some meds from my desk real fast. This is Chris, right? Now? I mean, hold on. That was... Who were we just with? We were just with... Completely forgotten. Reading. Claire. So that is Chris. Cool. Okay. I pretty much stayed in the break room all through lunch, minding my own business. Yeah, that's definitely not true. You left with... Yeah, for a few minutes, then you went back to the thing, but... Where was that question? Wasn't it Chris that told her? Oh no, okay, so that's dealt with. There were 2 phone calls. Where was the other thing that was like, ooh, suspicious? Gosh, I can't find that. Oh no. Oh dear. Something was suspicious. Somebody said that Chris... Oh, there was totally something suspicious. Did I not write it down? Oh dear. You never left because I told you that. It was literally 3 minutes. I had to get some meds from my desk real fast, but Robin kept talking to me for it. We were together the whole time. What does Robin say? 50 minutes. 1:15 p.m. working backwards. Couldn't hear because of Remy. I went to lunch. Didn't notice it was there. But you didn't even go to lunch together. Chris was already there, no? Who says... Went to break room with Chris. Claire. You weren't there the whole... Chris is definitely the one saying the most rubbish here. So what else though? Well, the phone was ringing off the hook, and you know how Robin is, so I had to go tell Claire. Then went to the bathroom. Okay, so you went to get your meds. Who are you? You are this one. You do have meds. We got the bathroom details. Then I went to the bathroom, so I had to go tell Claire. Then he went to the bathroom. I don't think we've heard about that. I was only going to say that when I came out, Claire was back, but Max and Mr. Wellington were gone. Max and Mr. Wellington were gone. Sure, that might make sense. The thing happened before that, before you went to the desk real fast. I mean, I think everyone went to the desk at some point, but I wasn't keeping a log. And who do you think did that? I mean, look, I don't want to start anything, but I did hear the new guy complaining about his starting pay the other day. Like, really complaining. Apparently someone told them they started at a higher rate years ago, even though they have similar experience. I mean, so I haven't written this down, but you seem very suspicious. Well, something was out for something. Okay, well, Donald Bailey was out for... I actually don't even know what you were out for. Something went into his... You should have the army knife on you. Went into his office, obviously. And, I mean, this is basically pointless. Defaced his desktop background. Or computer background. Because something. Okay. Because Donald, presumably, somethings. It's going to be the trashed. I think it's Chris. Yours is the one that mostly doesn't add up. I don't know what you were out for. Trashed for lunch, maybe? Maybe it's just out for lunch. Does anything else fit? I mean, is there a sign that it's that? You're probably out for lunch, right? You were out for Pride. Was trashed Chris's lunchbox? No! We've got the wrong person entirely. Oof. It was Chris's that felt like it didn't add up. Everything else felt good. You never left because I was told you it was literally 3 minutes. I had to get some mess from his ass real fast, but Ron kept talking for a bit. Then you went to get Claire, yeah. But you weren't with Robin the whole time. Wait, you actually didn't say that. Where did I get that from? Oh, we were together the whole time. Right, during those 3 minutes is what you mean. I thought you meant for the whole lunch break. Well, the phone was ringing off the hook, and you know how Robin is. Claire was back. I was only going to say that when I came out, Claire was back. Okay, maybe I should have written this down. Chris. Only left for 3 minutes with what's his face? Names. What's your name? I'm looking at all those names on that. Robin. There we go. Went back to tell Claire phone was ringing. Saw. I mean, maybe the like, oh, he's going to fire me is because of the thing. I don't know. But maybe that's just because she's like the most nervous or whatever. For a little bit, we were together the whole time. You know how Robin is, how I had to go tell Claire, then I went to the bathroom, and that feels like it's meant to be a red herring, but maybe it's just not. So they're going to say that when I came out, so you went to the bathroom. Also, Zoe was saying who went to the bathroom. Mickey was gone. Does that add up? 120. Not really. Mickey's a bit suspicious here as well, then. Claire and Raymond came to the break room. We're drinking water. We can't look in the men's room. So is it Mickey? Max and Mr. Wellington were gone. Claire was back. Claire did say she went back, so this is after 150. Max and Mr. Wellington were gone. Yes, that makes sense. Adds up. Nothing came before that before you went to your desk. Maybe it's Mickey then? So yeah, I misunderstood that that line. We were together the whole time. I didn't realize you were just talking about those 3 minutes. So that threw me off. I was like, well, that doesn't add up at all. But I guess the rest actually does add up. Mickey going to the men's room thing is suspicious. Also, you saying... Mickey, there's something about Mickey here. I think, wasn't there something about Mickey here? What was I literally just looking at? Or was it something else that said something about Mickey? Mickey was gone. But Mickey, as far as they've said, you went 135, 140. But at 120, you were apparently in the break room. Well, sorry, 120 you weren't there. But before then, you never said you left. Interesting. So Mickey's looking suspicious now. Is it possible that between 120 and something else? When did you say... Who was it? Let's look at Zoe again. Actually, I only left the first time right after, and earlier he was just in the men's room. Nah, Mickey was up to something. Was anybody else outside during that kind of time? Well, you went to lunch, so you wouldn't have been there. Like after 1:20. You only got there at like 1:30, so that's a 5-minute gap. Raymond went at 1:30 again. There's a 5-minute gap there between 1:20 and 1:30, I think. Back to break room. You were in the break room. And Mickey was gone. Yeah, that's the suspicious thing. Did you see anybody? I guess you didn't see anything at that time. Okay, my suspicion is now Mickey. Now, Mickey, where are you? You're here. What's your reason? Because of the pay thing? Or we're just supposed to take somebody else's word for it? Because... So we're saying it's Mickey, James. Well, the one who's like acting like, oh my god, was it you? Are you saying you did it? Because... But I don't even know what the words would be here, but it was Mickey... Oh, sorry, it was Donald, Mickey's... Or maybe it is the other way around, because... Denied pay? Right? It's not a raise, because you've just started. Defaced, denied, fired, hurt, ignored. Request? Is there a request? Oh gosh, I actually don't know what this is going to want from me. It might not be Mickey at all. Or... That's not what they said, is it? They said... Somebody said about... you. It was you, I think. Did hear the new guy complain about starting the other day, like really complain. Apparently someone told him they started at a higher rate years ago, even though they have similar experience. But I don't know how I'd phrase that in the thing. Lowered Mickey's pay? That feels like it would have been at another value and then lowered. I think this is wrong. Yeah, I think I've still got the wrong person. Oh dear, I don't know how to figure this out. There's presumably some time when somebody could have been somewhere else. Well, I mean, it could have been you, like what? How are you supposed to figure this out at all? It's unlike, well, who are the two people here? Is the other person the other guy? The one on the right is you. I don't think it's you. It doesn't have the hair. It's just something else. No, it's like a... It's the person giving you the award. Devil Bailey. Worst boss of the year. I honestly have no idea. Why have you gone back to the bathroom again? Like, is it just you? That's why you're like, he's gonna fire me? I'm so confused. It feels like there isn't enough information here. Am I supposed to take something from this? I like actually read it. Revenue expenses, 1,000. Is it you? Because she was fired. It's like fired Max's girlfriend. I mean, that is also an option. I'm sort of just guessing at this point though, so I don't feel great about this. Nope. Okay. Somebody else? You? Probably not you. Is it you because of the thing? But you sort of had an alibi the whole time, didn't you? You were in a call. That seems to be true. You met Claire. You had an alibi for that. Left with Max. So then Max and you would have been out there together. I'm sure Robin was at Cubicles. Yep, Robin was at Cubicles. What's the clue for like who actually did it? Genuinely no idea. Why are you saying like, oh, he's gonna fire me? What would they even put in for that? Let's say it was Zoe, which I don't think it can be. Oh, but like you could be saying all this and it's not even true. Zoe Wiles went into his office and defaced his computer because Donald well, it's a raised request or denied. I guess denied Zoe's raise. Oh. I'm literally just trying everybody at this point. I also don't like this has been going quite a long time. I think it's Claire. Does Claire have any reason? Genuinely have no clue. Apparently, I guess, oh, I don't know. Well, somebody's lying. But who? Oh, that phone is really annoying. Will it ever stop ringing? Who are the people in here? I was really sure it would be that. Like, there's got to be something that distinguishes who. There's got to be something that distinguishes who's done this. Ignored. Could you say ignores feelings? No. Hurt somebody's feelings? That can't be a thing. Ignored complaints? Is it Robin? Because these, like, honestly, I'm just guessing. I don't know what the clue is that's meant to tell me who it was. Okay, because Donald ignored Robin's complaints. It's not that either. I've literally guessed everybody at this point. Is there something else of it wrong? Were you out for lunch? Where were you? Went out for... There's nothing else there though. So no, you're out for lunch. So we went to your office to face his computer background. That's the only words that work there. Because Donald, something. It's like I've done everybody. I mean, or it's Raymond because of like this stuff. Like losing your pride. Hurts his pride? The words are there. Hurts Raymond's pride. Guess we're gonna find out who it was and then work backwards. Turns out it's none of these. Wasn't Max Stoop, wasn't Chris, wasn't Zoe, wasn't Raymond's. The only person I've not done is Claire. Claire Pugh? What the heck's Claire got against him? Will it ever stop ringing? Claire's never put in a complaint. Is it because of the raise not being as high? Does she know? Like you did really well and you got a terrible raise? Is it that? Because Donald lowered. That was a word somewhere. Lowered, there it is. Claire's raise? 2 or less wrong. Denied? Hurt? Ignored? Trashed? Denied? When Donald denied Claire's 7% raise by giving a great review, Claire wanted revenge. When he left for lunch, Claire waited until she thought everyone was in the break room, then she pretended to hear the phone ring and stung into his office. She was almost caught leaving the scene when Raymond's meeting ended, but she used the water cooler as an excuse and got away from it with it. So the first phone call was not real. I guess that's what the Sixth Sense thing was trying to imply. Like... okay. But then didn't Raymond bump into her at the water cooler? I guess so, but nobody saw her on that call. I guess it adds up, but it kind of feels like other things could have added up as well. Maybe I'm wrong, but it really feels like other things could have added up. I guess I was supposed to think that... I was just thinking like, oh, she was like really sensitive to the phone ringing, so she could hear it very clearly. I guess that's why they made the point of Chris having to go get her the second time, because she couldn't hear it the second time. Guess that's what they were going for. Sure. I'm not finding that very satisfying though, at all. I mean, certainly not, because I basically guessed everybody and she was the last person they tried. I mean, I noticed the problem, but there were loads of other problems, so like, I could blame it on literally anybody because of the problems they were having. And it seemed like there were easily times in other people's stories where they could have... Yeah, I don't think I interpreted that as like, it literally wasn't ringing. I interpreted it as like, she just heard it. But yeah, I guess that is the reason for the second thing. I missed that. Okay, whatever. We're done. How many do we have left? 2? Grandma or somebody, and... was this grandma on your side? Maybe. And then the boy. I guess the boy is last. Who's graduating or something? Okay, I'll see you next time, folks. Goodbye.